Hello artists, take a look at this oil painting by an artist named Rene Magritte. Rene was a surrealist artist. Surrealist is French for not real. So when we talk about artists who paint in the style of surrealism, that means that they're painting things that aren't really true or couldn't really happen. In this picture, you can see this apple takes up an entire room. Now, in real life, an apple cannot take up an entire room, but it makes the picture really interesting. And that picture is called the listening room. So today, I want to teach you guys about proportion and scale. When we talk about proportion in a piece of artwork, we're talking about how big and how little things are compared to each other. So we're going to draw two objects that are out of proportion. They aren't normal proportion. We're going to draw a flower, a sunflower, and a person, you actually. So normally sunflowers get to be 5 or 6 feet tall, and people are around 5 or 6 feet tall. But today we're gonna draw it way out of proportion. Our scale is going to be different. So you are going to need a piece of paper or your art lab portfolio if you have one, a pencil, and then something to color with. I'm gonna use color crayons, but you can use color crayons or paint or colored pencils or markers or whatever you have available to do your artwork with. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by drawing a horizon line, and that's what you guys learned about last week. A horizon line is where the ground meets the sky. So my horizon line is going to be about 1/3 of the way up the paper, and I'm just going to do a straight line across just like that, and that's my horizon line. Now we know this is the ground and this is the sky. Now I'm going to draw my sunflower, and I'm going to start with the stem, and I'm going to try to make my sunflower look realistic, like a real sunflower. So that it's tall stem, and then it's going to have some. Oh, and notice my stem goes beneath the horizon line because it grows out of the ground. Then I'm gonna draw some big sunflower leaves. Sunflowers like lots of sun, so they have big leaves to collect the sunshine. And they grow in sets of 2 across from each other. There we go. All right, now sunflowers have lots of seeds, and the seeds grow in a radial pattern. That means they grow around in a circle in a pattern. I attached a link to a picture of a sunflower so you can look closely at how the seeds grow. So I'm going to take my time here and draw seeds in the center that make a radial pattern. So you know sunflower seeds are very tasty too, and they're big and they grow in a pattern like that. Now I'm going to draw lots of petals for my sunflower. I'm going to take my time and try to make it look realistic. I can also make it more realistic looking when I go back and add color. But for now, I'm just sketching out my petals, and they have many layers of petals. So I'm going to overlap, and later I can erase the lines that overlap, and I can even turn my paper. Lots of petals on a sunflower. All right, now so far this just looks like a normal sunflower. But now we're gonna talk about proportion. A sunflower, if I was gonna draw a human next to a sunflower, usually the human would be about the same size or maybe a little bit bigger than the sunflower. Today, we're gonna make a human out of proportion. We're gonna make it teeny tiny down here on the bottom. So I'm not even gonna put him above the horizon line. I'm gonna start with the little head right here, and some arms, and a body with some feet coming out. Now you guys will hopefully take your time and do a little bit more careful work. I'm gonna draw my hair, and I'm gonna be smiling because I'm so amazed by this giant sunflower. I'm gonna put some clothes on me. There we go. All right. Now look at that proportion. That is crazy. That sunflower looks like it could be 80 feet tall, and that human looks teeny tiny. So it's not supposed to be a realistic picture today. It's supposed to be surreal. That means that it doesn't look real. So I did one a little bit earlier and added some color to it so I didn't have to show myself coloring. So here it is when I added some color with color crayon. So that's what I would like you guys to do today. I want you to draw a surreal picture of of you standing next to a sunflower, but not realistic. I want it to look like you're tiny and the flower is really big. All right, good luck, my friends. Have fun.